Hi guys, this is Zach from Watches on You, and today we are going to be taking a look at a very special and rare piece. Today I'm going to be looking at the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean Big Blue. So now let's take it down to the table so you guys can get a close look at it. Okay guys, here's the watch in greater detail, and right away I'm going to go over the main feature of this watch. The 45.5mm blue ceramic case. So this is, as you can see, one of the most unique cases on the market. I don't really know of any other blue ceramic watches. It's really just stunning when you look at it, because you can see on the polish parts how just shiny it is, because ceramic really glistens, something that metal doesn't usually do. It really does reflect a lot more than stainless steel can, and it gives it, again, a more unique look, and actually a very unique feel. If you feel it, you can just feel how smooth that is, and it's really cool. It's just a really cool texture. You kind of have to feel it to understand. So, if you can get your hands on one, I would really suggest just checking it out, because it feels very cool in the hand. It's very light, because ceramic is a extremely light material, and it's also a very nice material to make a case out of, because it's extremely hard to scratch. It's almost as hard as diamond on the most hardness scale, so you're really gonna not be scratching this in every day. There could be a few here and there, but not bad, not even close to any metals. Now, one thing though you should consider with ceramic is there is a slight risk of chipping with ceramic, something that metal doesn't usually do, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue with you in your everyday life. So moving on to the dial and the bezel. Now the dial is actually made out of ceramic as well, which is something you really wouldn't think of. You'd think they'd kind of just make it look like ceramic, but it actually is the exact same kind of ceramic that they use on the case, and that makes the color matching literally perfect, because there's no variation with it, and it just flows very well. But I do like how they break up that flow with this orange chaptering leading around, as it makes it pop a lot more than it would normally. Now, you also have orange markings at 6, 9, and 12 with the date at 3, and that again gives the dial more color, and the GMT hand does as well. And that's actually what that chaptering is for. As you can see at 12 o'clock it says 24, so that's made to work with the 24-hour GMT hand, which can be very, very useful if you travel a lot. So now I'm also going to go over the bezel of this watch. So the bezel has inlaid lumelet right there, which is very, very cool. And then it uses Omega's liquid metal technology to make these numerals, which give them a very cool look, as they're actually made out of a special metal. So the action of the bezel is very, very good. It locks down absolutely perfectly. It's a rougher action than a Submariner, but it still feels very, very nice. There's definitely no complaints there. Locks down absolutely flawlessly. So now, one other thing that this watch has that not too many other dive watches have is a helium escape valve. Now, other Omega Seamasters also have this, and they're manual helium escape valves. They're not like the ones on the Rolex Deep Sea where they'll just automatically do their job. You will have to unscrew them, and when you unscrew them is if you're in a diving bell. You wouldn't do that underwater, as that would mess up the water resistance, and water would go in the watch. But if you're in a diving bell where they're adjusting you to pressures, you'll need to do that so the crystal does not pop out. Now, speaking of crystals, it has 2 sapphire crystals, one on the front and one on the back. The one on the back displays the Omega coaxial movement, and this one is the master coaxial. So it has about 15,500 Gauss magnetic rating, and their beautiful coaxial escape. Oops, sorry for the hooks. There, you can see their nice coaxial escapement, and then it's got beautiful finishing going all the way around. It's kind of a Cote de Genève, but it's got some curves in it and looks very, very nice. It radiates out from the center, and it again looks extremely nice. So now I'm going to move on to a wrist shot. 1 second here. By the way, the coin clasp is also very, very good. That is also ceramic as well, and it's very light. But one thing is, it is a different color, as you can see. I kind of wish they'd keep it as the same blue, but I'll take it. It's fine. So here is the watch on the wrist. Now 45.5 millimeters is very, very large, and if you don't have a larger wrist, this would be for sure too big for you. I'll just say that. I have a 7-inch wrist, so just for comparison. It's also very thick, and that's because it has a 600-meter water resistance. So yeah, very, very comfortable on the wrist though. This band I really love. It's got some beautiful different colors on it. You have this nice deep blue, oops, sorry about that, mixed with orange on the edging, orange kind of stitch there, and then you have this nice orange where the eyelets are for the deployant clasp to lock in right there. So yeah, very, very well made watch overall. The ceramic gives it a very just nice feel, looks very unique, and I'd say it's a great watch to purchase, and as it's very, very rare to find as well. So the price on this is $11,700. That's the retail price for this watch. It's available here at JB Hudson Jewelers, brand new. They're an authorized dealer of Omega. So if you want to check out this watch more, we'll leave a link in the description to JB Hudson's website, and you can further inquire about it there. But thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.